What is up, everybody? It's your boy Anthony McClain back at you with Black Hand Capital. So in this video we are going to talk about the recent news about the leaked email by Elon Musk. So let me bring that email up and let me tell you my thoughts on it. Here is the email right here by Elon Musk. Says, to everyone, subject headcount reduction, date Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Tesla will be reducing salaried headcount by 10% as we have become overstaffed in many areas. Note, this does not apply to anyone actually building cars, battery packs, or installing solar. Hourly headcount will increase, Elon. So, in my opinion on that, I really do think that Elon intentionally wanted to leak that email so as to bring some sort of fear within Tesla to make people, work harder, because as we know, people will work harder when, they hear rumors of their job, of them losing their job. So I really do think Elon did that on purpose. And as we know, he does believe that we are in a recession. And looking at our chart and looking at the similarity of the Japanese everything crash in 1987 and how Japan right now does not even trade as high as they did in 1987, and looking at the similarities of our Dow Jones and the Japanese Nikkei. So do I think we are in a recession? Yes, I am absolutely behind Elon on this. And I do notice, now this is one thing that I have noticed. Now, even though Elon is talking about a 10% reduction, bring up my screen. If you notice here, he still has the Tesla.com career page website up. So we can look here showing that he is still hiring. He is still, he still has not brought down this page. Now, what does that tell me? That tells me that he is wanting to reduce the unessential personnel. And what I mean by that are the personnel that really, that Tesla can go without. Now, sadly, a lot of people will be out of a job, but I do think that Elon will still be hiring the best and the brightest, but I do think a lot of unessential personnel he will be letting go. And as well as we seen a couple days ago where he made an announcement that anyone who is working at home at Tesla, you might as well put in your resignation now, and you need to be putting in 40-hour work weeks, the same as the individuals at a Tesla location. So I do think that he is looking to laying off individuals, but he is causing a fear within Tesla to raise productivity, and understanding that this is going to raise his margin by reducing 10% of, sadly, the unimportant personnel, but still hiring the best engineers, the best architects, the best scientists, the best aerospace engineers for Tesla, for SpaceX. He is going to increase margin, and that's what I think his plan is, since we are in a recession, are entering in a recession, and Elon himself believes that we are in a recession, same as I do. And not only that, I do believe that we are in a everything recession, same as Japan in 1987. And that comes to this term called the lost decade. Now, a lost decade is when the Dow Jones or the market trades less as it did in 10 years prior or times prior. Now, that is not out of the realm of possibility, because if we look back at 1957 and 1929, we traded at the same level post Great Depression in 1929, and like I said, 1957, we traded at those same exact levels. So a lost decade is not out of this realm. And as well as we have to look at the crash of 87 for the US stock market, and looking that we are at the same inflation rate as we were back then. So, are we, ramped up for a lost decade? Absolutely. But like I always say, this is a beautiful time for us to be investing, the individuals who can invest, because this is when you can scoop up deals that wouldn't originally have been there. So let me bring up Tesla's chart one more time so I can show you why I think that, yes, even though we are in a recession, this is still a good time to be investing. So here we see how today, yes, we were on a downtrend today, from peaking yesterday at about 785, down 10%, to about $700. That's absolutely crazy. And a lot of that was due to the hype around the email about Elon Musk, deducting 10% of his staff. And as well as this just shows that we are going to have a renegotiation for Twitter. I do not think that Elon is just going to accept the $44 billion deal. I do think he is going to renegotiate that deal. If we are already, deducting 10% of Tesla personnel, why would Elon pay $44 billion for Twitter when he can negotiate? So I do think that is what he is going to do. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Like I said, we see here starting to trade a little bit underneath the 200-day SMA, but we are at that whole dollar mark. We definitely have a possibility of bouncing from that whole dollar mark of $700. First we have to break the 734, then we can come back and touch this 770. But this is definitely a really good time to be investing in Tesla. And for those who do trade Tesla, understand that Tesla is a long-term investment. This is not an investment you're just gonna trade, get in, get out. Because even here we haven't even touched this SMA. And since, like I said, do I think we're entering into a recession, or we are entering in a recession? Yes. So I would definitely hold off on buying Tesla right now, but I would definitely average down. So average down maybe $1,000, $2,000, every time you get, and then wait till we get this bounce off of this 465, 550, 600 range. And then, understanding that recessions last between a year and a year and a half. So by the time we do get to that 560, 600 range, we should definitely be entering out of the recession and bouncing back higher. Also, what we have to realize is that just yesterday I put out a video on how Kathy Wood, the founder of ARK Investment, just added $1.2 million of Tesla to her portfolio at ARK. So that just shows you that this is a really good time to invest. Understanding that Kathy Wood is one of the best investors on Wall Street. So do I think Tesla is a good buy right now? Absolutely. Like I said, I would average down in this scenario. But Elon Musk, in my opinion, yes, is he going to cut down 10% of his personnel? Absolutely. But is he going to stop hiring the best and the brightest in the car industry? I absolutely do not think so. So that is all for this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed. Please stay tuned for more content. Bye-bye.